is the frequency in use. It is the frequency in use. Very good. This is K4PEW, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Is anybody having an anxiety attack? All righty. Net may be broken any time for an emergency, a true emergency. Even if it's not a true emergency, you can call in. We'll probably listen to it. For information on this net, you can see us right now on, well, it's a really fuzzy picture of my radio here. I'm not sure what's going on. But it's, well, I'm trying to get it straightened out, so bear with me. Ah, there we go. Came right in. We are, you can use, you put your, put your smartphone or your PC or your laptop, fire it up and go to YouTube, put my call, not the word my call, but my call, K4PEW, in the search block, and you'll come up with a picture of what's a close-up picture of my dusty radio. Anyway, that you can see, and you can hear what I hear on the radio, and you can also see what your signal strength looks like on this cheesy display.
Is that really you? That guy looks funny.
Which looks funny?
Guy, that picture.
Ah, you like that picture? Yeah, that's from the early part of the 20th century.
I didn't think you were quite that old.
No, that's for sure. There's a couple others on here that might be that old. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, you can go to YouTube, or you can go on our website, 146415.net. Real easy to remember, just like the frequency you're sitting on. You can also see us on our groups.io site. Just go to groups.io. That's GROUPS.India Oscar. And just to do a search for MJSS, you can join our email list. And or you can write me, and or you can write me and write me if you like it or not. If you want to, I don't care. K4PEW@ARRL.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. This has been our custom for almost, we're 1 month short of 7 years. 7. It seems like longer. We conduct a net, of course, on 146.415. I guess you wouldn't know. You'd know that since you're listening to me. We invite everyone to use the net to announce amateur radio events and activities that are going on. And this weekend is well, I forgot to mention, the purpose of the net is to have fun, to have announcements, to have your ability to speak. I checked into a net earlier this week, and it was just a check-in. The net control didn't even bother to engage anybody. It was kind of boring. Not kind of boring. It was just boring. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on that. I try not to make this boring. I don't think anybody else wants to be involved in a boring net. Anyway, if I have fun and see who you can hear, who you can't hear, try to figure out why you can't hear them, and you got to go out and just borrow money or beg your wife to get more money or something to go get a better radio, better antenna, better feed line, higher antenna, sell the house and move to higher ground, that kind of stuff. Anyway, announcements. This is a big weekend. We got Ham Fest there in Huntsville. It's Saturday and Sunday. Starts at 8 a.m. It's be all kinds of stuff there. I hear a couple of vendors pulled out because of COVID, but I don't think I'd let that bother you, because it's going to be a lot of people there and a lot of people selling stuff. And remember, it's only 3 reasons you go to a Ham Fest. And I'll delineate them for you now. It's for, you go for the cuisine, which, you know what that amounts to, coffee and donuts and pretzels, and something like that. And then you also go for see the current ham fashion trends, what the other hams are wearing to the big events. It's always a big thing on the red carpet that goes into the arena. And then the last one, of course, is for the babes. So just remember that those are the 3 things. You might want to go for some connectors as well. You want to drive 2 hours one way, 4 hours round trip to buy a handful of connectors. Anyway, any other announcements? Oh yeah, and then next Saturday, a week from Saturday, is the smaller event with fewer vendors, but always a lot of fun. And that's the Cedars of Lebanon over at the Cedars of Lebanon Park over there. Well, everybody knows where that is. If you don't know where it is, just look it up on Google. Any other announcements I need to know?
Okay, I'm for a while.
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Don't, by all means, forget the 10-meter net on Sunday night, 7:30, 28.415, Upper Sundown.
Ah, that's right. I forgot to mention. I'm glad you did. 10-meter net on Sunday night at 7:30. We've also got a 10-meter net tonight following the 2-meter net. We've also got a 6-meter net and a 2-meter upper sideband net on Saturday evening, if I survive the Huntsville Ham Fest. And then Michael's net at 7:30, 146, 28.415, 28.415 upper sideband Sunday night. Be there or something. All right, no other announcements? I think I'm still happy to report that, well, I wanted to be happy in either case, but Tom, I was worried about Tom this past week. KG4S, oh man, I forgot his call. That's embarrassing. KG4 SFN, that's what it is. And he had COVID and he's apparently getting better. So I'm glad to hear that. I know he had some other health problems and I was afraid that he got COVID. It was going to be, just, you know what I'm saying. But apparently he's doing great. So I'm glad to hear it.
Contact.
Yeah, go ahead.
And don't forget Phil Valentine from 99.7. We appreciate everybody's prayers for him.
Yeah, I know. He's still apparently in the hospital with some serious problems. I don't know how bad they are because I haven't seen an update. Have you?
He's still in critical condition. Still has pneumonia.
Man, see, that's what kills him. Well, I don't know if it kills him, but that's one of the hazards. Is it's pneumonia. It's not. It's not. It seems like that's what messes up everything. It fills up the lungs.
That and seeing the total hospital balance.
Yeah, they hide that from you. Yeah, very good, Alan. Alan was just mentioning about the local announcer who has COVID, and he's in one of the hospitals in this area. I just don't know which one. That's Phil Valentine. That's what it is. Of some renown, he's got a syndicated show all over the country. Anyway, he's sick and in the hospital, and hopefully recovering from COVID. And I'm sure he would covet your prayers, as would his family. Anything else we need to be aware of? All righty. Well, this is net number. I lost it. Net number 718. We're starting from the east. We're taking short time check-ins right now. People short on time. Please come now.
Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot, Rick in Ashland City.
Hello, Rick. Do you normally check into that Cheatham net?
I do.
Oh, man. So you're like 25% on our net every Tuesday?
Correct.
There has to be more sometimes, isn't there?
Sometimes there are. Not very often, though, man. I've been trying to get people to check in, but they won't do it.
Well, we doubled up on them on Tuesday.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. Well, anyway, I need to get some things done, and I appreciate you letting me check in.
Oh, you check in anytime you want to. I mean, this our no rules policy.
Well, that's true, too. But, all right. I'm going to have to say, bid you adieu, and I'll see y'all KN4TJF, and I'm going to be clear.
Very good. That's Rick in Ashland City. Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. Actually, we don't have a policy. It's a no policy. I mean, if you ask me if it's a rigid policy, I have to say I don't know. Anyway, Rick's in Ashland City. Who else is short on time?
Kilo 6, Kilo Alpha.
Hello, how are you, man? MJ, what's up?
Well, I want to get in and get out. We're having some storms down our way and a lot of lightning, and I don't want to be on the radio with this crash bang stuff.
Oh, I hear you. You just got to back off from the mic about 100 feet.
Yeah, I'm going to disconnect the antenna here in a second. I just want to say hello and hope you guys have a good evening.
Yeah, very good. Nice to hear from you, MJ. That's MJ, Kilo 6, Kilo Alpha. He is in Woodbury, and his name is MJ. Just the initials. Who else is short on time? Anybody short on money? Short on women? How about anybody? Nobody else short on time? Any first-time check-ins?
How about short on neurons?
Yeah. Yeah, but short on brains. That's right. No, that's too many check-ins. Is anybody else any first-time check-ins? All righty, then we're starting from where did I say the east. Please come now.
Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India, James and Mount Juliet. G4NTL.
Hey, how you doing there, Larry? Hold on one second. I had somebody right on top of you, ahead of you. That was James in Mount Juliet here. Everything going well, James?
Yes, pretty good.
Pretty good. Supposed to be great, man. It's awesome.
Great.
All right, very good. I'm glad everything's going well. And nothing else for the net.
Now that's what these little thunderstorms.
And we had some boomers today, didn't we, coming through Mount Juliet?
I had some heavy rain and some boomers.
Oh, I know. It was great. I mean, it's great if you want to stay inside. That's right. Anyway, that's James, Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. Larry, give me your call again. I know it ends in November Tango Lima, but I did miss the first part of it.
Kilo Golf November Tango Foxtrot. KG4 NTL.
It's Kilo Golf 4 November Tango Foxtrot. I even had it wrong. How you doing, Larry? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Oh, I'm doing great. Staying busy. Yep, staying busy. It's storming a little bit here in Murfreesboro right now.
Yeah, that's good and bad. I mean, it's sometimes it messes up radio things, so you want to avoid lightning issues.
Yeah, I just thought I'd jump in here and check in tonight. Hadn't checked in on this in a while, but glad you're doing good. And hope to talk to you maybe again Saturday night. Don't help. Check in on the net.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you've got a great signal out of Murfreesboro. Did you make anything different or better recently?
No, everything's the same.
No, it sounds great, Larry. You're doing a good job. That was Larry in Murfreesboro, Kilo Golf 4, November Tango Foxtrot. He hasn't checked in a while, but we're happy to hear from him. Who else is East? Please come down.
KB9RKK.
Oh, all righty. Did you move, did you?
No, we're at the fairgrounds, Paul.
Oh, great. Great. Who's there with you?
KI4SIB and Brent. He just walked out. KE4RBQ. He just got a call on his fire radio thing.
Is everything? How things going over at the fairgrounds? Is it raining over there?
Oh, it's raining really hard. They should really call this thing. I can't believe they haven't called it. But yeah, it's raining and it's raining pretty good. And I think it's going to be raining probably till almost 10 o'clock. So yeah, I'd normally say, hey, come on over and visit us. No. Don't do that tonight.
No. Well, it sounds like it's a mess, though.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's going to happen to some of the cars I've seen out there. Some of the little sporty cars that are parked in the grass there. That's going to be mud now.
Well, you should have started a towing service.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been there before. I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad I'm driving a 4-wheel drive today.
Well, very good. Let's hope it clears up, but I don't think it's gonna. That was Frank. He's over there at the volunteering at the state fairgrounds. Well, it's actually the Wilson County Fairgrounds where they hold the state fair and the Wilson County Fair. And good to have him in there. And Richard was there as well, and so was Brent, KI4SIB and KI4RBQ. Is anybody else out there at the fairgrounds?
Yeah, we got Bill KK4W, but he's actually running dispatch for the grounds crew out of the actual WEMA trailer. And that's it for today. There's us 4.
Wow. Well, it's still going to go on for the rest of the week, right?
Yeah, it's been fairly light. Yesterday was probably the heaviest day, but it's been fairly light compared to the earlier years. I'm not sure why. I think a lot of it's the weather. Some of it is the whole scare with the COVID, but I'm thinking between, maybe if they didn't combine them, we wouldn't even have a fair. You know what I mean? So maybe that was good that they combined them.
Well, it's a good test then for the bigger state fair event.
Yeah, I think a lot of the vendors are losing their shirts this year, but but the fair at least is making them something. They were hurt pretty bad. From what I was hearing, that some of them went, we're going to go belly up if they didn't get this. This was a must-do thing. This fair.
You mean some of the vendors, or not the fair authority?
I'm talking about the people that put on the show. Yeah, the rides and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I got you. Well, very good. Good to have you in there. Anyway, there's several of the hams out there volunteering at the event, which is commendable. And anyway, that was Frank. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. or Wilson County State. Well, it's over there. Everybody knows where the fairgrounds, the Wilson County Fairgrounds, where the Hamfest was, where the Hamfest normally is now. Anyway, who else is? Where was I? East, please come down.
Okay, I'm sorry, City. Whiskey 4, Mike Uniform Foxtrot.
Hold on, Jimmy. I got you in there. Somebody else was on top of you there, and that was Stan. How you doing, Stan?
Doing pretty good, Paul. How about you?
Doing fair. I made myself a nice, simple dinner and relaxing before the net before I got out here.
Sounds good. Hey, does your wife work at the Mount Juliet post office?
No, she works at the Royal Parkway at the main plant there in Nashville. Well, in Donaldson.
Oh, okay. I meant to comment earlier. I saw an email that the Huntsville Hamfest that updated his website recently, and they said that the folks from NFJ and BS Engineering aren't going to be there this year.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, I'm guessing then the Gigaparts, and I don't know if HRO is going to be there, and I don't know who other vendors are, but it ought to be good in spite of that.
Yeah, I think they were kind of afraid of COVID. They want to kind of make more room for everybody, so they decided not to come this year.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's because they're scared.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it because I think my back can stand drive that hard down there and back.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. That would be a royal pain for sure.
Yeah, it's bad enough to back and forth to Nashville every day. But anyway, I won't hold you up all back to that KM4HQE.
Very good. That was Stan in Lebanon, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel, Quebec Echo, just a little bit north of downtown Lebanon. Jimmy, I heard you in there. Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot.
Hey, Paul, how's it going over there?
Well, it's a little soggy yet.
Yep, we're doing pretty good here. Just waiting for a day where I can get down to 50% relative humidity.
Yeah, it is a little soggy. I'm just thrilled. My timing was perfect. I mowed the lawn yesterday, and man, am I glad I did.
Yeah, well, I got to do a little painting, so it requires lower, a little bit drier atmosphere.
Usually it does, yeah, especially if it's outside.
Oh yeah, it's outside.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I don't want to paint with this kind of weather this week. Well, very good, Jimmy. Everything else going well for you?
Yep, going great.
All right, fantastic. Anyway, that was Jimmy here in Mount Juliet, Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot up near Lebanon Road, north of the new old high school. Who else is east?
Echo Alpha Charlie 4TWI.
Hey, Wes, hold on 1 second. Hold on, KE4TWI. Got to write it down for my mind goes blank here. I think I had Alan there. Hey, what's up, Alan?
Hey, check me in. I've got to go to bed early, get up early, so check me in, and I will catch you guys here probably Sunday.
Sounds good. We'll see you then. Talk to you later, Alan. That was Alan, Whiskey 4 Echo Alpha Charlie in Donaldson. Heard Wes in there. Wes, you home?
I am. Rain's coming down pretty hard here, but I've heard all the check-ins so far. You've been doing east, so no, everything is good out here. KE4TWI.
Well, you're doing 20 over S9 to me.
What? Are you joking?
No, that's what you're coming into me right now.
Rain scatter. That's what I'll call it. KE4TWI.
Because I'm not kidding. It sounds like you're just over, like you'd be mobile over here on Mount Juliet Road. I mean, you're that clear to me. Anyway, that was Wes, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. Who else is east? And he's in Watertown, by the way, near Watertown. All right, we're going to the north then. North to Kentucky. Please come there.
WB0NLO, Mark in Northwest Wilson. Good evening.
Hey, Mark. We had a double in there, but you won out wholeheartedly. Everything going well?
Going well. My wife finally made it back from New York today in the thunderstorm, so all is well.
Well, flying in bad weather is not fun either.
No, although she said it really wasn't too bad. She landed at about 4 o'clock this afternoon, just after that 3 inches of rain roared through here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've been on some when I was in Florida. When I lived in Florida, I used to do some in Florida flights and flights from there to Atlanta and a lot of that stuff. And it was in the summer, it was always a pain.
Oh yeah, years ago I lived in Atlanta and flew out every Monday and or every Sunday actually, and then back every Friday. And I always hated it in the summer going south because they were thunderstorm alley.
Oh yeah, no, we had. I can remember one flight. The thunderstorms were so bad on a return flight from I think it was Fort Lauderdale Airport. I was coming back to Tampa, and instead of just going the normal route, which is the southern route, it kind of follows. It just goes west and then north up the west coast. He took north up the east coast and crossed west. I had never seen him do that before. Kind of cracked me up.
Yep. Well, I was tracking her flight, and he was nice and level at about I don't know, I guess 30,000 feet or so. All of a sudden, he goes to 38,000 and trying to get over the storms on the way in.
But where was she flying out of up in that area?
She went Albany, Baltimore, home.
No, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess Albany is the closest there, isn't it?
Yep, that's it. That's a nice little airport.
Yep, never been, never been. Well, it's got to beat Kennedy and O'Hara and Newark for sure.
Oh my, yeah. But I mean, it's a little airport. Nashville is 10 times bigger, I think.
Well, Albany's not that big a place. It just has a lot of muckety mucks from the capital of New York State.
Yep, and there seemed to have one less muckety muck.
He did, but you hear what he did today, though? That kind of cracked me up. Before he left, he pardoned a dozen or so felons.
How about his brother?
We're going to give him a pre-pardon?
Yeah, yeah, we all need one of those.
I don't think dumb people need pardons, do they?
I don't know. Don't get me started.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I don't pay much attention to the royalty on the media either. Anyway, there was Mark, Whiskey Bravo Zero, November, Oscar. Who else is north?
W9BOQ.
It's not raining up there, is it, Dennis?
A little bit. We got heavy rain this afternoon.
Oh, I know. It was great. Well, it's great since I mowed the lawn. I don't care if I mow the lawn.
My grass grew really quickly.
Yeah, you don't fertilize, do you?
No.
Good. Yeah, you can actually hear it grow if you fertilize.
Yeah, no way. It looks fine the way it is.
As long as it's green. Huh?
Yep, I'm having trouble with my 991. It's keying my app whether I key up or not. It must be a relay in the radio or something. I'm trying to figure it out now. But anyway, I'll let you go. W9BOQ.
All right, very good. You sound like you were a little high gain on the mic. Is that what you're doing?
No, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention at all. But anyway, thanks. W9BOQ.
Yeah, very good, Dennis. Otherwise, signal's great. That was Whiskey 9 Bravo Oscar Quebec. That's Dennis in Castellan Springs. Who else is north?
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra Paul North Mount Juliet.
Hey, Paul. I'm sure I know you got rain if you stayed home today.
We got a bunch at work and at home.
Oh, that's right. You still have to work. I forget that once in a while.
Yeah, the big commute.
Well, you still commute to Nashville, don't you?
Yeah. But the traffic's been okay the last year. I think there's still a lot of people working from home even right now.
Well, with school starting back up, I'm sure it's gotten worse or going to get worse.
Yeah, there's the usual in the school zones and stuff, but I've been kind of getting out before it. It's I usually would try to take 70 all the way into Briley and zip around on that, and so far that's been okay. Before COVID, they used to be backed up. Almost well past Old Hickory there, coming into the city.
Yeah, I know it sounds nice to have less traffic, but I'd rather have the business and the money and the working people and people working for a living.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, we're happy to do what we can right now. There's stuff going on and shows happening, so we're thrilled. We're just hoping it sticks around.
Oh yeah, no, it's I've always when I lived in both Tampa and Miami, when the economy was good, man, the traffic was packed and gas prices were high, and yeah, everybody complains, but the restaurants are full, the theaters are full, everybody's busy.
Yep, absolutely. Hopefully soon. We'll see here.
Yeah, well, I know. Well, Nashville's seemingly, from the traffic I saw downtown, in the tourist district, seemed getting better.
Oh yeah, I mean, business. If you go downtown, you wouldn't know any difference. So they seem to be booming down there, but we just taking it one day at a time.
Oh, I know. We don't get a choice, do we? Anyway, that was Paul here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Who else is wherever it was north?
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, comment.
Yeah, this is W4MUF. Wanted to comment about Dennis BLQ. He said he had a problem with his 991A, and I've got a 991A. Matter of fact, I'm talking on it now. But when I used it on HF, it would randomly go into a transmit without me doing anything. And when I unplugged the computer cable, that all went away. So I don't know if that's not so much of a solution, but that's what happened on my case.
Oh, interesting. You were doing digital or RTTY or something like that?
No, I was using it to, you had a logging program that worked through, with the radio to log stuff into the logging program.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I think strange things will happen. You're right. Mine actually, when I get on 10 meters, it actually causes my my battery backup, which is plugged into the 991. When it's plugged into that, it actually goes into it causes interference in a little microprocessor in the battery backup. I haven't figured out why, but it doesn't seem to be a problem.
Yeah, it's strange that it does that, but as soon as I unplugged that computer cable from the back of the radio, it never did that again.
Oh, cool. I don't know if Dennis was listening, but I'll pass that on to him. Anybody else? That was Jimmy, by the way. They're here at Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot, but a little tidbit about leaving I had the similar problems, but a different kind of a problem. When you leave the PC cable hooked up to the radio, it can cause some issues with both sound cards and, what the computer's listening to and what this gets kind of wacky. Anyway, who's left north? Anybody left north and west?
KM4 YRF Mike in Belshire.
I think there might have been somebody else in there. Mike, are you home?
I am.
No, you sound a little less good than normal.
Well, I was way back from the line.
Ah, okay, very good. Everything going all right? And your daughter's all right?
Yeah, everything's okay for them.
For now, any big gains?
No, she is doing really well physically. She had therapy this week, and the therapist was telling her about, how much better she was doing on her arm movement and stuff. But the other things are just progressing way slower.
Well, some of it's just, I think that from what I've gathered, a lot of that stuff, you almost have to relearn things. Cognitively, not just physically.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly right.
Yep. I think I may have mentioned to you, had a woman who, she got bitten by a mosquito, I think it was a mosquito, encephalitis. And she was married. She had 2 or 3 kids. She lost her entire memory. She didn't know her husband, didn't know her kids, didn't know she was married, didn't know where she lived.
That would be awful.
Yeah, I knew her. She was a nurse, and I knew her husband because he had a business in town that I did business with. And yeah, it was a struggle, but they got over it.
Well, most things can be overcome if you just stick with it.
Oh yeah, no, it was fascinating. I'd never heard of that happening before. With just some kind of an insect bite and encephalitis. But I flunked out of medical school. The one that's in high school, health class.
That's right. You go into Huntsville?
I am, yes. Well, as long as I make it to Saturday.
Well, I was thinking about going, but I may not go just to be around and give Lisa a little relief with Emily, and but then I'll go to.
I heard somebody else, and that was Michael, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Was there somebody else in there? There's somebody else in the checking in from the north or the west?
How about the for November Oscar Juliet?
Hold on one second. I think, did I hear you in there, Kevin?
Yeah, here I'm out. Yeah, KG4MIZ checking in. Sorry about being late. I just got to the table or got to the desk here.
We take check-ins. We don't take apologies. We don't care.
All right. Well, I'm here. I made it.
Now, glad you're there. You know what? We don't. Again, it doesn't matter if you're late. Doesn't matter if you see, in this world of self-identification, even though you're east, you can identify as west if you want to.
All right. I'm on the west side.
Very good. That's Kevin with a good signal. Kilo Golf 4. Mike India Zulu in Lebanon, identifying as west tonight. Who was the other station, please? There was another station in there. Please come now.
Kilo Oscar 4, November Oscar Juliet, Micah in White House.
Is that November Oscar Juliet? Did I hear that right?
That's correct. November Oscar Juliet.
And what's the first name again? I'm sorry.
That's okay. The first name is Micah. Mike India Charlie Alpha Hotel. I'm in the White House area.
Ah, very good. I'm pretty sure you've checked in before, but not recently, or am I wrong?
Oh, that's correct. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. Been a little bit busy, but glad to be able to hop in tonight.
Ah, very good. Well, you have a good signal out of White House. Do you have what antenna are you using?
You know, it's just a cheap tram. I think it's 1447. I picked it up really cheap, but would have rather gone with a diamond. But I have what I have for now. But diamond is in the future.
Oh yeah, no. Again, I don't fault people for. Listen, it takes a stretch to buy to convince yourself that a $400 antenna is a great deal. Like if you can, the greatest antenna out there that's a decent price is that I say, that's my opinion, of course, is that X510, the Diamond X510, outstandingly good antenna, and it's only $205 or something like that instead of 400 bucks. But anyway, no, the tram is fine. You're at a good elevation, I think, because you got a good signal tonight.
Yeah, I've definitely been eyeballing those. One of these days, I'll get the courage to ask the wife to pick one up. But yeah, I got a pretty decent elevation, but I'm glad I'm making it down there.
Yeah, that's you just bring up that old. I'll tell a quick joke here. The guy who he just got tired of having his wife run the show. You know, I'm not saying your wife runs a show, but he just brought that to mind to ask the wife. You know, and he said he finally put down his foot. He says, "Honey, sit down." He said, "Sit down at the table." I'm going to tell you right now. From now on, all decisions are coming through me. All. Except for minor ones, you know, shopping and stuff. But all the major decisions are coming through me. I'll talk to you about it, but I'm the final word on these things. Well, he didn't see her for 10 days. On the 11th day, he could see her a little bit out of the right eye.
I like that one. That's a good one. But yeah, I'm glad I'm making it down, and I'll turn it back over to you. K4NOJ.
Yeah, very good, Micah. That was Micah in the White House. Kilo Oscar 4 November Oscar Juliet. Polite enough to laugh at my joke. Who else is north or west?
KO4 DFA, John and Hermitage.
Hello, John. You sound pretty good.
Yeah, well, I got to see my first car wreck today, or truck going into a telephone pole with a trailer. That was interesting. Nobody was hurt, thankfully.
Oh, wow. And it wasn't you, right?
No, I was going down, was it Green Hill Road or something like that, after picking up a sandwich, and he just couldn't make, the road was wet, couldn't make a turn, wound up hitting the pole, sparks flying everywhere, busting
it up this truck. It was bad, but I guess they're okay.
Yeah, well, cars and trailers are replaceable, obviously. Yeah, there was a fatality here in Mount Juliet, from what I understand, yesterday afternoon on Old Lebanon Dirt Road.
Oh, no kidding. Where? I drive that street all the time.
I'm not sure. You'd have to look it up. I just happened to see the blurb on the internet on the Nextdoor application, and I didn't catch where it was, but it was a single car accident. I guess she hit a tree, or I'm not sure if it was a tree, but yeah, and then the car caught on fire.
Oh, I think I know what that was. It's over by that gas station, the little gas station on Old Lebanon Dirt Road, because they shut the street down when I went to take my dog for a ride to go look at deers and kitty cat squirrels, all that stuff, and it was shut down, so we went the other way.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you always hate to see that. That's why it pays to be super careful when the roads are slick. I don't think it was slick yesterday afternoon, or maybe it was. Yeah, I guess it was raining yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a brief shower every now and then, and when it stopped, we decided to go for a ride. And but yeah, it's best to just drive like an old man.
Yeah, the analogy I always used was, because I found this to be true, you drive like you got a full cup of hot coffee sitting on the dashboard.
That's a good one. That'll keep you slow.
I had one land on my lap one time. That's why I know.
It only takes one.
I know it. Wasn't funny at the time. It really wasn't funny.
That's hot coffee for you. Just be thankful it wasn't like that McDonald's Ultra Scorch coffee.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't quite that bad. No, well. All right, well, very good, John. It was John in Hermitage, Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Foxtrot Alpha. Anybody else west or south?
KG4 CXC, Chris Gonzalez.
DQH, Drew, Murfreesboro.
Hey, Drew, hold on one second. It was a quadruple in there, I think. We had a giant train wreck, but I did hear Chris. Heard him first. Kilo Go 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. What's up, Chris?
Hey, Paul. Sorry, Jack. I heard you the first time, and then we doubled the second time because a momentary lapse of reason. How are you, Paul?
I'm doing great. Well, I think I'm doing great anyway. I'm still, what do you want for being old?
I think as long as you think you are, then you are.
Oh yeah, no, it's a lot of it is in your mind. If you dwell on the little infirmities you get as you grow older, or the problems that you have, whatever they may be, if you dwell on those, life becomes not as. That's how you get crotchety old men.
Yeah, true.
No, it's really true. I mean, it can do it with 25-year-olds. You don't have to be 70-something years old like myself. You can be a crotchety guy at 25, complaining about work, complaining about, the wife, complaining about the kids, the house, the mortgage, the bills. A lot of complaining goes on.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's always two paths to take, right? Hopefully, we choose the lighter side most of the time.
No, really, I think you have to be really in life. Optimism and a positive attitude towards things, because it's real easy to get negative. If you want to let yourself, it's easy to get negative in this world.
You're exactly right. That's a good message.
It's a lot easier to get, well, I don't know. I think that, there's that old silly, it's not silly, it's you got to stop and smell the roses. Well, I've gotten over the years, to hell with roses. I like sunsets, I like trees, I like bushes, I like dogs. I like the natural beauty that's around me is always fascinating to me. And so if you don't see that beauty all around you, well, I feel bad.
Yeah, it sounds like you'd be going too fast then.
Yeah, no, you're just busy concentrating on things that are maybe, well, they're probably important things, but you still have to look at things and say, hey, the world's not so bad, such a bad place. Seems bad sometimes, but not all the time. Anyway, that was Chris in Donaldson. I heard Jock in Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, I think it is.
That's it.
What's up, Jack? We're going to see you tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be great. Not much going on. Had a root canal yesterday, so I sat around and read all day today.
I hope it went well. I had a root canal that didn't go well one time.
Yeah, I don't think any of them go well, to be honest.
Well, I'll tell you, this one was, I can't even tell you what year, it was somewhere in the 70s, and I'd never had one before. It's quickly said, he started doing that work, and he ended doing that thing in your tooth. All of a sudden, It was like that thing he was probing the tooth with. I felt it like it went straight down my right leg and hit my toe.
Yeah, that's what it was like yesterday.
Man, if I'd have had the strength, I would have killed him.
Well, fortunately, I need to keep him around. I have to have more work done on my teeth.
Oh, I know. Well, very good, Jack. Good to have you in there. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. I heard Drew in there. Go ahead. Drew, what's your call again?
Hey, Paul. This is KO4DQH, Drew down here in Murfreesboro. How's my signal up there in Mountain Juliet?
Oh, you're easily 20 over here.
Okay. For some reason, I don't know if it's the lightning or not, but I'm getting a lot of static, and so it's very. I can understand you, but it's not crystal clear like it usually is.
Yeah, no, it's probably some line noise due to the humidity or just due to the lightning and the storms coming through.
Yeah, it's very annoying. Is that there's no way to fix that, is there?
No, usually not. I mean, all that noise is coming in on the airwaves rather than on the power grid,
Okay, I just didn't know if I needed to add a filter or something somewhere. How's everything on your end?
No, everything's cool here. I mean, it's been rainy here, but it's interesting how the only interference I get locally, and it's not even local, it comes out of Kentucky on that stinking repeater up there. And then sometimes there's a guy who's got a welding shop that's about a couple hundred yards from me. If he operates at night, I can hear him real well. And then I got some other, like you said, similar things. I don't even know where it comes from. I get some noise that comes in, into the antenna, and it doesn't show up here it won't show up on this display, but it will on my other radio. But it's just, I don't even know what it is. I have no idea. It's something to do with the utility or something's going on locally that I don't know.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I don't know, but oh well. I guess you have to deal with it,
Oh yeah, no, it's some days are better than others, like anything else in radio. It's not always perfect. 2 meters is usually pretty good, unless you're trying to talk over long distances. But anyway, that was Drew, Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Quebec Hotel in Murfreesboro. Who else is south?
Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee Bill.
Hey, Bill. Everything going well?
Yeah, I'm hearing these people real good tonight without any noise.
Yeah, it's interesting how some locations can be different than others. I think it has to do with like the utility lines that may be just in his area,
Very possible. Oh, I've got nothing new to talk about, so I'll turn it on back to you, Paul.
All righty, Bill. That was Bill, Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee, and you're still always on battery power, right?
Yeah, battery power charged from solar. That's the only thing I ever use.
Sounds good, as always. Who else is good to have you in there, Bill? And it's Murfreesboro, Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee. Who else is south?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, I understand you've got your hearing aid and your pacemaker on battery power. Larry?
Oh, man, I don't know. I'm only the cheapest radio out guy trying to not get my lightning.
Well, yeah, you sounded like your signal's a little bit lower on the cheaper radio.
That's a boat thing for you.
Okay, yeah, actually your signal's pretty good. It's your audio that seems a little low.
Okay, well, try to get back on the other radio next time. KE4SYV, we'll let you get on with it.
Yeah, very good, Larry. Good to have you on the net. That was Larry, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor in Rockville. Who else is south?
KZ4SYV.
Hey, how are you doing there, Charles?
Still kind of cruddy this evening. Lost my job today. I didn't show up yesterday or Monday because my foot was still hurting. Even though I got a doctor's note that said I can go back to work. So the employer said to just work through the pain, and I didn't want to. So there you go.
Well, Just go out tomorrow and go get another one. I know some employers aren't very accommodating, are they?
I did work through the pain that day that I got hurt. I finished the day out. I couldn't keep up with the line with every step I took. The foot still hurts to this day. I think I hurt it last Wednesday, and it's still hurting a little bit. It's getting better each day.
Well, I hope the best for you. Like I said, you just got to keep on trucking them.
Other than that, man, that was a pretty good storm earlier.
Yeah, was it pretty bad up your way?
Really loud thunder and really close lightning and all. Yeah, everyone. Sorry, I think you said south.
No, it's all right. Don't worry about it. We had already passed over the north and west, so you were. It's all right. Doesn't matter when you come in. Well, very good. Sorry you lost your job, Charles. And like I said, hit the street running as soon as you can and get another job. There's lots of jobs out there. That was Charles, Kilo Gulf 4 Sierra Foxtrot up in the Joelton, Ashland City area. Who else is south? South or anywhere? North, south, east, or west? Please come down.
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, Greg Antioch.
Ah, very good, Greg. You had the same storms we did, or more, I think.
Yeah, and at work it was a real gully washer.
Yeah, I bet it was. Some areas really get it. I don't know how bad we got it by comparison. I'll have to look on the weather thing.
Yeah, I could hear it getting bad, and then it got worse, and then it kicked it up one more notch.
Oh well, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's what makes all the things grow. You know, it's a neat thing, really.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy it.
Well, I got used to really horrible thunderstorms when I lived in Florida for 36 years. So thunderstorms don't bother me. It's the lightning strikes that bother me.
Yeah, I've yet to experience that. So.
Yeah, no, I had a couple of incidents where I had damage to household equipment. It wasn't anything super bad, just problems with lightning. And in the business I was in, which was commercial industrial air conditioning equipment, when you have rooftop air conditioning equipment on industrial plants or on commercial buildings, they don't take lightning strikes very well either.
No. I was standing at the edge of the garage once looking out watching a storm. And then all of a sudden the rain started bending. And it wasn't like the wind was pushing it. The rain actually bent off to the right. And then I said, this isn't right. And I stood back and it was a real nearby strike.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, the electromagnetism or whatnot was bending rain coming down. It was bizarre.
Well, when you consider, I forget what the number is, but one lightning strike is several million volts.
Yep, hotter than the surface of the sun.
Yeah, that's I do not want. I actually did. You ever hear me tell you that I actually got hit by lightning one time? It was a fragment of it. I was, and just before I go on, that's why I got Dane Bramage. No, but I was working on my laptop back in the days when I plugged into the modem in the laptop plugged into the telephone line, and I could see out the front window in the living room. And the laptop was not plugged in to the wall, to power. It was operating on battery. And I saw the lightning. Well, I saw the flash. I didn't see the strike exactly. I just saw the flash across, kind of a diagonal across the street, probably 300-400 yards away. And I saw it, and just a split second later, I had my fingers on the keyboard, and a zap of power, of voltage came through that keyboard, and I had my hand, my right arm pulled back so far, I bruised my elbow on the chair I was sitting on. And oddly, the computer was fine. It came in through the phone lines.
It can travel on the outside of things and not really do damage inside. That's what saves airplanes.
Yeah, no, I realize it. It's just funny how you think it would have damaged it somehow, but all I got was one little corner of that little, that lightning strike, and it was, like I said, it wasn't right next to the house. I'm glad it wasn't, because I've seen lightning hit trees, and I've seen it hit I've seen it hit the sides of buildings, and it ain't pretty.
Yeah, I watched my neighbor's gutter get blown off of the house and out into the road.
Well, now I find that pretty funny.
Well, the bad part was I had a beagle tied up out front on the, like in the front yard, and it was never the same around storms.
I'll bet. Yeah, and I had one time when I was changing. In fact, man, this shows you how long ago it was. My oldest son is 50 something. He's 50. Yeah, he's 50 this year, 51 this year. I was changing either him or his brother's diaper, and a lightning hit a tree in my neighbor's yard. And I mean, it was a big hit. And it was so loud, and the crack was so loud, he went running. He got up and started running across the house.
And was never the same again.
I don't think so. Anyway, yeah, we got a dog that's affected here by that. Anyway, that's Greg and Antioch, Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Who else? Anybody else late chicken?
Kilo 4 Golf Sierra Alpha in Clarksville.
Hey, how are you? Haven't heard from you in a little while.
Yeah, doing okay. I just thought I'd check in real quick. The weather's been spotty, so the signal's been coming in and out. The first 30 minutes you were great, and I don't know, I think the rain's picked up by you guys or something. But yeah, doing well. Just been busy, hanging out. Work's been picking up, so been away from the radio a little bit, doing some other things. But good to hear from you guys.
Yeah, we had a good signal tonight in spite of the weather. It sounds great.
Yeah, your audio when it comes, it's fine. It's got that classic staticky, rainy something in the background that sometimes stuff on it. But otherwise, I'm getting you like F5 or something.
Yeah, yours just faded a little bit there, but it was still full copy. Yeah, you still using you haven't upgraded that antenna anymore, have you?
No, I don't build antennas until the wintertime.
Oh, very good. But everything else is going up well for you up there?
Yeah, doing fine. Appreciate you. Thanks, Paul, for what you do. Okay, for USA.
Yeah, very good. That's Michael, Kilo 4 Golf Sierra Alpha. He is near Clarksville, which is a pretty good haul. But he's the fellow who's got the homemade beam in the attic, which works really well. It's a quad beam. Works real good here. And like I said, he's the only person I've actually talked to from that area from an indoor antenna. I've had other people, which obviously from farther away, who have beams or they're at a much bigger, much higher elevation. But that beam really works well. Who else? Anybody else? Late check-in, please come down. All righty, we'll cut it short there then. I think we had 26, 27, 28 check-ins. I'm not surprised because a lot of people are just running scared of COVID and scared of lightning coming down there through the microphone and blowing their lips off. We're going to move over to, if you give me a second, I don't have the other radio fired up yet, but we're going to move over to 28.415 on 10 meters, 28.415 upper sideband. And I'll be there momentarily unless there's an objection right now. All righty. Let me fire up the radio. I'll be momentarily. All righty, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey on the 28.415 upper sideband. Looking for check-ins from the north, please come, or yeah, from the east, please come in. Looking for check-ins on 10 meters. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. Anybody from the north or from the east? Ah, very good. Got you in there, Paul. I thought I was all alone, but conditions seem to stink on 10 meters. You should be much more powerful than that. Yeah, very good. Good to have you in there, Paul. It was Paul, Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Who else is east or north? I think you had a double in there. One more time, please. Let's just stay with, is anybody east? We'll go over there first. Ah, very good. You're not doing low power again, are you, Kevin? Yeah, the conditions really stink because you're not being heard very well tonight. How's my copy to you? Yeah, I'm with you. Very good, Kevin. Appreciate the feedback on that. It's Kilo Golf 4, Mike India Zulu, Kevin in Lebanon. Anybody else east or north?
Call Jimmy today.
Ah, Jimmy. Okay, MUF. Yeah, I can't hear you, Jimmy. I'm sorry. Did he say which antenna he was on?
I don't hear him now at all.
I think I hear Jimmy in there, or I did hear him in there. I just couldn't understand who it was. It was Kilo 4 Mike Uniform, Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot. That's Jimmy here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east or north? How about west?
KM4OYRS, Mike Bellshire, and Kevin was S3 to me.
You said Kevin was what?
He was S3 to me.
Yeah, he had a very poor signal to me. He probably has his beam pointed toward you.
Maybe so.
Now you got a good signal into me there, Michael. It was Michael, Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is east, north, or west? All right, I got you in there, Chris. Very low signal today. I mean, it's really crappy to me. There was Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-Ray. How's my copy to you? Yeah, I couldn't even hear that reply. Who else is west?
KO4 DFA, John and Hermitage.
All right, John, I got you in. I know there's another party in there. You were a real strong signal there, John. Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Foxtrot Alpha, and Hermitage. Very good signal. Who else was in there? West? Oh, very good, Rick. Good to hear you in there. I didn't. You were covered up a little bit by somebody else, but I heard you that time just fine. Yeah, very good, Rick. Good to have you in there. That's Rick in Ashland City with a good signal, a readable signal. I'll put it that way. Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. Who else is west? All right, very good. I got you in there, Jack. That's Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. The conditions aren't very good for me tonight, that's for sure. Who else is west or south? Let's try that again. Is there anybody else south, west, or south? Is anybody copying any stations to the south?
I'm not hearing anything, Paul.
Yeah. Only thing I'm hearing is those voices in my head, you know. All right, any place, anywhere, please come now. All righty, then we're going to go ahead and close out the net. This is K4PW. We had 9 check-ins on 10 meters. That everybody could be there for a sloppy, stormy night. K4PW closing the net. Thanks a lot.
Yes, Rick. Oh, yeah, it's got a good